Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna share with you my review about this film I've just watched lately this weekends. Oh, and by the way, it's raining heavily outside, so if you cannot hear me clearly, you can turn on the caption instead. Alright, so anyway, today this film is called DC League of Super Pets. So basically, this is a 2022 American computer animated superhero comedy film based on the DC Comics superhero team Legend of Super Pets. So yeah, this film had just came out last week in my country, Vietnam. And this is a 2022 movie, so if you go to some cinemas in your region or in your countries, you can see this movie now is on film. So yeah, now is the content and the plot of this movie. Let's see. Oh, and by the way, all the ideas, the information I take from Wikipedia about the film DC League of Super Pets. I will put the link in the description box below if you want to learn more about this movie. Anyway, so the plot of this movie is during the destruction of the planet Krypton, a Kryptonian Labrador Retriever comforts fellow infant survivor Kal-El as they head in an escape pod towards Earth. Years later, Krypto and Kal, now known as the famous superheroes Krypto, the Superdog, and Superman, live in the city of Metropolis under their dual identities, Park and Clark Kent. Clark is a reporter and journalist at the Daily Planet, a newspaper company. Clark is dating Louise Lane, a fellow journalist from Krypto Ichelazov. Thinking that Krypto needs a friend to distract him, Clark heads to an animal shelter to find one for him. A person named Ace is trying to escape the shelter when Krypto stops him. Later, Superman and Krypto spot their archenemy, LexCorp CEO Lex Luthor, rolling in a meteorite trapped with Orin, Kryptonite with a tractor beam, intending to gain superpowers. He easily defeated as the two are aided by the Justice League. Meanwhile, Lulu, a junior pig tested by Luthor and sent to the shelter, manages to reel in a piece of Kryptonite with her own tractor beam, which gives her superpowers. Unbeknownst to her, everyone else in the shelter also gains superpowers. Ace is now super strong and indestructible. PB, a bob-billed pig, can change size. Merton, a nearsighted turtle, became super fast. And Chip, a squirrel, gains electrokinesis. While at home, Superman and Krypto have an argument when the former plans to propose marriage to Lois. However, Clark is captured by Lulu. Krypto tries to save him, but due to a piece of cheese he ate laced with green kryptonite, he loses his powers. Later, Krypto comes across the shelter pets who agree to help him, with Ace only agree after Krypto blackmails him. Meanwhile, Lulu recruits an army of junior pigs, captures the Justice League, and heads to Stryker's Island to free Luthor. The shelter pets try to stop her, but fail miserably. They regroup in the Hall of Justice, where Ace tells a distraught Krypto he used to be the puppy of a family with a toddler. One day, the toddler nearly fell down the stairs when Ace bit her arm and pulled her to safety. Upon seeing the bite marks, the parents assumed Ace attacked her and sent him to the shelter. However, Ace stands by his actions. Encouraged, Krypto lets the pet to LexCorp. While there, a kitten named Whiskers, whose body was augmented by Lulu to create explosives at will, try to stop them. The pair work together and defeat her before heading to Stryker's Island to try and stop Lulu. At Stryker's Island, the shelter pets confront Lulu, but put themselves in prison cells when she threatens to harm Krypto. Lulu frees Luthor, who betrays her and locks her in the cell. She breaks out easily and decides to end the Justice League and Luthor herself. Krypto gets her power gets his power back, asks his friend to stay out of harm's way, and heads to LexCorp. He defeats the genial Pigs, while Lulu captures Luther and launches a rocket from the building. This forces Crypto to choose between the Justice League or Lois, who is a nearby helicopter. He decides to save Lois while his friend helps the League. Enraged, Lulu puts the orange Kryptonite in her brain, become a giant monster. The Justice League and the Pets team up to stop her. Realizing she has become too powerful, Crypto decides to use the Silver Punch, a move that can destroy any supervillain alongside the hero that uses it. The attack removes the Kryptonite from Lulu's brain and traps her in a hot dog stand. Crypto accepts his fate, but Ace uses his invulnerability to save him. In the aftermath, Crypto allows Clark to marry Lois, and the shelter pets, minus Lulu, who is kept by other sister Mercy Graves, get adopted by the rest of the Justice League. Sometime later, the pets have formed their own superhero team called the League of Super Pets. In a post-credit scene, Crypto and Superman encounter Black Adam and his dog Anubis. So that's the plot of this film. And literally, I watched this film voiceover in Vietnamese, so I don't know what is translate into English. So I go to the Wikipedia to get the exact information about the film, so that if you're international listeners to my podcast, you can understand what I'm saying. So yeah, that's all the plot. So now is my review and which sorts of ages or people will suitable for this type of movie. So first, let me search for the IMDb of this movie. This is DC League Super Pets. Alright, hold on, wait me a minute. So the IMDb of this movie is 7.9 out of 10, votes by 33,658 votes. Okay, so that's quite high because it's over the average number of IMDb of each movie. So this movie may be very fascinating for some people. And now this is my review. So personally, in my opinion, this movie is not for me. I suppose this movie was just for kids or children under 10. But since I'm a teenager, I think that this movie was kind of childish. Well, I don't mean to criticize this movie at all, but this is my own opinion. I think if you're teenagers, adults, or elderly, this movie would not suitable for you. But if you're teenagers and adults who wanna discover something that thrilling action movies, then you can watch my previous review about the last movie I watched last weekend. And this is my favorite movies ever, The Emergency Declaration. I will put a link in the description box below. In case you haven't watched it yet, this movie was totally blown my mind. It's so fascinating. Anyway, come back to our main character today is the film DC League of Super Pets. So my rate for this movie was 3.5 stars out of 5. The reason why I minus 1.5 stars was because this kind of boring. Is fine, that's fine and okay. Is not too fascinating that like the film Emergency Declaration, or have some fascinating and interesting points like that film. But it also not bad, boring like their films I've just reviewed 2 weeks ago. I don't even remember that name. But anyway, so this film was 3.5 out of 5. So yeah, that's all my review about this movie. If you have any questions for me about this movie, just leave a comment down below and feel free to do that because I literally will understand and answer all your questions. Thank you so much and see you later in the next videos. Bye bye.